And welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. This is a response to Novabug and another one of his Friday foursomes. He's asked, what are your 4 favorite videos that you have made yourself? Now, normally I wouldn't go for one of these because, I don't know, I don't really like to toot my own horn, but Novabug had said, don't think of it that way. Think of it as like a way to kind of cross-promote what your channel is all about. And I thought, oh, okay, sure. And I gave it some thought, and I have compiled together 4 videos that I really enjoyed making. And I would say, I'm proud of the end result. I'm very happy with how these ones turned out. So I'm going to present each of my 4 and submit this to Novabug. Now, what I've done is actually, I'm going to insert a little picture-in-picture view in the corner showing the actual video. Just click on that. I'm going to put a little link so that if you click on the video as it's playing, then it'll actually take you to the full version of that video. So if you see anything you like here, give it a try, see what you think. So this is the first video, probably my favorite. This one is called Deckards Not a Replicant, I'm a Moron. Why did I call it that? Well, click on it. I've put a little link in there, so if you click on the video, it'll take you to the actual full show. It was something that had been on my mind for years, ever since, I'm a big fan of Blade Runner at the best of times, but this was a response to a lot of things I've read online, a lot of books I've read that talk about how, well, Deckard was actually always supposed to be one of the androids, right? He's a replicant. No, he's not, and I go into a lot of detail about it. Now, when I made the video, I was kind of throwing my hat into the ring of a lot of, not controversy, but just like, here's what I think, and here's me backing up my perspective. And then I thought, okay, here comes the flood of like people yelling at me saying that I'm wrong, I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's had 1,000 or 1,500 views, like a lot of views, and by my standards. And I'm really surprised almost everybody in the comments section of this video says, no, I totally agree with you. Of course he was not a replicant. That would be silly. So, yeah, it's been a video that I really liked. I enjoyed making it, and I was very pleased with all the very detailed and very well thought out responses that I got on this one. So again, like all of these, click on the video and you'll be taken to the actual full show so you can check it out for yourself. Keeping with the movie theme, another one that I really thought long and hard about is this one. Eating dog food. Yes, I actually ate dog food. Because of the new Mad Max film that was coming out, and there are scenes in the original Mel Gibson, The Road Warrior, he's sitting there eating dog food, and I just thought, I wonder, that would make a very compelling video, especially since like I've done food stuff on my channel, so I wonder what would be involved. Now, kind of a funny story, we took our cat into the vet and they had some checkups done, and I remember asking the lady behind the counter, got a question for you, and my wife was like, oh no, here it comes. What would happen if you ate dog food? And that led through the entire video itself where, yeah, I actually bought myself a can, opened it up, and chewed away, and watch it to see what you think. I would say I'm proud of it, or I'm happy about it, because it turned out, well, the video itself has a few flaws. We started off with a close-up of the can, and then we zoomed back, and unfortunately the focus on the camera didn't stay, so most of the video is actually out of focus, which is kind of crummy, but I was so fixated on, am I really going to eat this can of dog food? Am I really going for this? Okay, put your money where your mouth is, let's open this up, and let's do it. I'm doing it in one take, I'm not reshooting it. And so when I watched the final cut, and I'm like, oh, a lot of it's out of focus, I just thought, you know what, it's focused enough. I'm happy enough with it. And given that I had been thinking about making that one for quite a long time, I just thought, okay, there, it's done, it's posted, I'm going to live with it. And it turns out that it's actually one of my favorite videos, or it's one of the favorite videos of my nieces. Apparently they just love to, let's watch Uncle Kevin eating a bowl of dog food. So, yeah, that one I think is it was something I had been intending to do for a while, and when I finally got my my nerve up to do it, it was actually okay. And as you can see, I'm still fine. So yes, I had the dog food, and I live to tell about it. And I just think it's something that I hadn't really intended on doing. Well, I had intended on doing, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought I really shouldn't be doing this. And I went for it, and I enjoyed it. Is that bad to say? On the subject of food, this is a third favorite of mine, eating iron rations from Dungeons & Dragons. Now, there's no weird dog food stuff here. I had seen a BuzzFeed video, and I mentioned it in the video. Again, click on any of these little pictures in order to be taken to the full version of this video. I had seen a BuzzFeed video, and I've actually since seen quite a few other people try out military rations. And I just thought, oh yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. That might make a cool video. And I thought, well, everybody's doing that. How do I want to make mine different? And then it just occurred to me that I didn't really understand what are iron rations in Dungeons & Dragons. And I researched the heck out of this. Again, there's links. If you go to the original video, there's links down below that show where I got all my various ingredients and things that I had in the pack that I ate. But it was something that I just never really understood, like, what were iron rations? I played Dungeons & Dragons for many years, and I just never really understood. Why are they called iron rations? Are you eating iron? And to be honest, I still haven't had definitive answers on that, so if anybody knows, please advise me. I talk about it in the video, why I think it was called iron rations, but if anybody knows for sure, please let me know. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was... one of the more unusual items that's in that pack is pemmican, and we watched online to see, well, how do you make pemmican? And we did, and I had it in the pack, and it was kind of an interesting experience to eat that. The rest of the stuff, though, was very straightforward. Crackers and cheese, and I'll go ahead and watch the video, see what you think. But yeah, I was really happy that that one turned out almost exactly the way I had imagined. You know how, like, you have in your head, wouldn't it be great to do a video about X? And then you get all the bits together and you film it, and then the final product you're looking at and you're like, maybe I can clean it up with editing, and then you're kind of like, all right, I guess that'll do. That did not happen with this. The Eating Iron Rations video actually turned out almost exactly the way I had hoped. So I think it's the one that I like the most. It doesn't have the most views, but again, it's like 1,000 or 1,500 views on it. So it's made the rounds in various Dungeons & Dragons forums as well. I've been very, very pleased. In fact, I even got a request from some fellas in another part of Canada who do a lot of Dungeons & Dragons stuff, if I'd like to join their podcast. Unfortunately, I'm on the West Coast and they're on the East Coast, so it's quite a large difference in time. We just haven't been able to synchronize it. But yeah, as a Dungeons & Dragons player, I'm very, very pleased that my Eating Iron Rations video turned out so well. Now for my last choice, I was kind of torn. There's two different videos that I can't quite decide upon. I was going to do this one, Warrior for Vectrex, because I was so looking forward to playing Warrior, and I've got it, and I love it, and as part of anytime I heard talk about the fact that they were making Warrior for the Vectrex, I just instantly always replied with, Warrior, come out to play! And that was just sort of my little funny shtick thing. So when I made the video, I quoted that, or I showed that sequence. But, you know, I don't know if I can really include this one, because I know Warrior is a kind of a point of contention for a lot of people who haven't got their copy yet, and I don't want to, like, rub it in the face of people that I've got Warrior. So I'd love to include this one, but I don't think I can, not with a clear conscience. So this one almost was in my top 4, but I'm actually not. I just wanted to very briefly touch upon it because it almost made it. If everybody had a copy of Warrior, I'd feel a lot more relaxed about having this as one of my top 4. Also, ironically, my wife has told me that for weeks after I shot this video, all she could hear at night as she was falling asleep was, Warrior, come out to play. So instead for my fourth video, what I'd like to do is when I took my Assassin's Creed 3 hoodie to Boston, modern Boston, we did a vacation down there a year ago and really had a great time, and it was a lot of fun. We'd actually done a previous trip to Boston on a cruise, and we just thought, man, that's a really cool town. Let's actually spend a full week there. And then I really got into Assassin's Creed 3 and I got the hoodie and I thought, yeah, we could actually reenact stuff from the game that's in Boston. And again, click on the video and check out the full version. I'm very, very happy how this one turned out. I mean, it was a lot of fun to actually just do a tour of Boston in an Assassin's Creed hoodie. And to actually be at all these different locations, both in the game and then to stand there in exactly the same spot in real life was an amazing feeling. And I just had to record it, and I really, really liked the end product. I liked how that video came together. So, yeah, that would be the fourth. That one I feel better about saying that's my fourth favorite video of the ones that I've ever made. Well, there we go. There are my four favorite or four most proud videos that I've done for my channel so far. It's only been a year and a half. I'll submit these for Novabug and for his Friday Foursome. Really, really enjoyed that series that Novabug's been doing, and it's been a lot of fun. Again, I don't like kind of tooting my own horn and saying, you know, here's all these great things I've made, but I think that, you know, Novabug did say it's a way to promote your channel, to show the stuff you've done, and so for that reason, okay. And I am very, very pleased with how these videos turned out. Also, I've recently had quite an influx of some new subscribers, and so I feel like this might be a good way of like introducing some of the crazy, wacky stuff I've been getting up to on my channel. And, you know, some of the stuff like that dog food is an eye-opener for some of the new viewers. So please, go ahead and check out those videos, and there'll be more of that craziness coming. Speaking of crazy, just before I go, I feel the need to apologize. I've been noticing that every once in a while on my channel, I'm getting this like interference or something, like a broadcast signal from somewhere else is overloading my channel. And it's almost like they're broadcasts from the future or something like that. And there's some armored space cop or something like that who keeps like shouting into the screen. I'm sorry if that happens. I don't know what's causing that. What the? Stay out of trouble. That didn't just happen again, did it? Alright, anyway. Okay, so until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.